Alright, today's video we're going to show you guys how to remove the back window. Now this window we have to cut it out. Some windows they just have a seal and you can pull them out with a rope. This one here is actually urethaned in because it's a flat glass, so we have to cut it out. I'm going to take you over the window and show you what we need to do. So what I've done, I've already cut out part of it. You can see there when I'm pushing out the window. So I'm going to show you what we need to do. See how I cut half of it. I need to get a helper on the back side so that we can actually cut it out and have it not fall. So let me go grab a helper real quick. So I have a helper here on the back side to hold the window just as I start to cut it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top part first so that it can start to pull back, and then we'll cut the bottom part next. So I've already cut this. Now this right here is called a window knife. I don't know actually where you can pick these up, but you're going to have this. You can't use a regular razor blade. Alright, so I'm going to start up here where we've already left off. Got a brand new razor blade. And I just put pressure on it while he holds it. Okay, hold the glass. Pull it out. Just put your fingers back there. That's good. There we go. Starting to pull out, okay. Okay, just make sure you're holding the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to start here on the bottom. Just that'll give him something to hold on to. Okay, now this part's really important. You don't want to pull on the window, because we don't want it to break. So he starts to pull on the window. This is all still glued in. We put too much pressure on it, we'll snap the window. That's not what we want. So I'm going to bring you in and get you a little bit closer. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. Brandon, I'm going to come around the edge right here. So you might want to stand on in between the bed there if you're not already there. Ready? Okay. So I'm going to start coming along the bottom here. Okay, hopefully you guys are a little bit closer here. You can kind of see what I'm doing. So I got my razor blade. I want to try to stay as close to the metal as I can, so I don't want to affect the window seal. And just go like this. And if you have a sharp razor blade, it should cut really good. Now I got to go around the top. Make sure you got the window there, Brandon. It's important to keep your blade flat. You don't want to turn it like this. If you turn it like this, you'll cut into the window seal. You want to keep your blade flat. Okay. Sometimes the edges take a little bit extra time because it likes to get stuck. The pinch welds are right here, so the blade doesn't always lay real flat. Okay, can you pull this back just a little bit? Like put your finger right here. This will give me a little bit of... Okay, you got the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we start getting a little bit closer, it's important to make sure you got a good hold on the window on the outside. I've tried to do this before where you duct tape the window. I don't recommend it because it'll fall. You try to duct tape the top of the window in. It's always better to have an extra hand. So you move your hand up here a little bit. There you go. Kind of helps pull the window glass out. Now the corners, those are the hardest part and the most important. You don't want to snap the window, so just go slow. Make sure your guys got a hold of the window. Okay, hold on, don't pull on it. It'll come out in just a second here. It's like pulling a tooth. You don't want to force it. Okay, it's getting ready to come out. There's still some glue on the corner though. Got it? There you go. there's the rear glass. Came out no problems. So this is a factory cut. If you notice, it kind of cuts close to the window all the way down here, and then it kind of drops down. That's factory. I thought I actually cut out the razor blade, but I didn't. The other one looks exactly the same. You see it? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the windshield. Same process, but we do have to remove a couple things here on the A-pillar, and we got to remove these little bolts here that bolted in. Actually, we don't have to remove those bolts. Those are tracks that the window slides into, but we do have to cut it out. This window's already cracked, so I'm not too concerned about that, but we just need to get the windshield out. So what we got here, some of these have a belt molding here, some of them have like a different type of a seal that's screwed in. Either way, you got to pull this out of the way. Okay? Then I'm going to just take my razor blade and I'm going to go straight along the window. Since I'm not using this window anyway, I don't really care. But if you were going to use the window and reuse it, you'd want to just cut straight across like this. But since I don't really care, I'm just going to come down just to give me a nice edge that I can actually see on. I'm going to come down like this. Then I'm going to take my window knife, and that'll give me somewhere to start. Now sometimes when you're cutting out a window, especially a windshield, they'll snap because they're concave, and they're a lot harder to get out than a rear glass is. So basically you just got to get in there and get started. Cut it open. You want to cut your gasket out. You just got to keep getting in there till you break through. And then from the inside, we'll come in like this, kind of work our way from this corner out. So on a windshield, you want to start on one corner, work your way down, kind of work your way over. So we'll kind of go through and maybe do a fast forwarding clip to show you. But that's the process. You just got to get behind there. You got a window knife, take the seal off, and then just cut it out. Alright, so we've already shattered the glass, but we kind of knew that was happening anyway. So we're just going to get up here, kind of pry it up, get our blade underneath. There you have it. We pulled it out. Now it's not the cleanest install or removal, I should say, but it's out, and I wouldn't recommend doing it this way unless it's something that you're just trying to restore. I would definitely have a professional do it if you're going to be replacing the glass. But It's out. Now we can start stripping it down and pull the cab. Alright, so we got the windshield out, we got the rear window out. So this video is pretty much just how to remove the rear window. The front window, I knew it was going to crack and break. It was already broken. But I just put that in the video just so you can see it's the same process getting the front window out as it is doing the back. You just got to cut out that urethane. But I would recommend having a professional do it. If you're just cutting it out and you don't care, go ahead and do what I did. But if you're going to have a windshield replaced and done professionally, that's your best bet, because then that way they have a guarantee. But I just wanted to include that in there. But that's how you get the windows out. You just grab yourself that window knife, some good razor blades. I went through about 7 razor blades, and it took me probably about 30 minutes to do the back window and about 2 hours to do the front window. So there you go. Hope you liked the video. Hey, stay tuned. Next week we're pulling the dash out. That's our next video, and then the cab will be ready to come off. So we'll see you guys next week.